Hello everyone, welcome back. We're here with another fun-filled day of science, and I cannot wait to continue, talking to you about capacity. So today we really begin to dive into what capacity is. So yesterday you got a brief introduction into capacity, and I got some information out of you. And I was able to learn a little bit about what you already knew about capacity. That was my goal for yesterday. So yesterday would have been the moment in class before we began discussing as a group where I would have learned, we would have had like our in-person discussion, right? We would have sat down, I would have had you turn and talk with a neighbor, and I would have had you say, okay, now turn to your neighbor and say what you think capacity is, right? It would have taken, 5 to 10 minutes. Then we would have come back and we would be at the point we are at right now, right? But because we are in distance learning, this is how we formulate our lessons right now. And though it might not be as efficient as in-person class, it takes maybe an extra day to get to this point, I still enjoy doing it this way because I like giving you that extra time to sit and think about what we are going to learn and what you might already know going into a new unit. Okay? I like giving you that time to think for yourselves and begin the learning process on your own. Okay, so to get us started to answer the big question, capacity is the maximum amount that something can hold. Okay, so the maximum amount of something that a container can hold. So in this jar here, I have some soil. The capacity of this jar would be the amount of soil that is able to fit in this jar. As you can see, this jar is not full. This jar has not reached its capacity. Okay, the capacity of this container of lotion is 3 fluid ounces, or 89 milliliters. Okay, so they have both imperial and metric units of measure. We here in the United States use the imperial system of measurement, so ounces, and most of the rest of the world uses the metric system, so they use milliliters. Okay, so the amount of lotion that can fit in here is the capacity of this container. Okay, the amount of liquid that can fit in my cup is 20 fluid ounces. The amount of hand sanitizer fitting in here, its capacity is 1 fluid ounce, or 29 milliliters. Okay, so whatever can fit in that jar or container without spilling over is that container's capacity. As soon as the containers spill over or overflow, they have exceeded their capacity. So in learning what capacity is, it really is as simple as saying capacity is what a container can hold. Okay. However, the tricky part comes in figuring out how we want to measure the amount inside that container. Okay, whether we want to use the imperial system of measurement that we use here in the United States, or if we want to use the metric system of measurement. In science, we do use the metric system of measurement quite a bit. However, for the purposes of this lesson, you and I, are going to be using some imperial measurements because I'm going to be using measurement systems that I happen to have here in my house. I don't have all of my measurement systems from school around, or any rather. I do have some measuring cups at school, and I happen to have some measuring cups here at home as well. Some very fun ones because I have a problem with kitchen appliances and I like them a lot. So I will be using those throughout this unit. Okay? So what your job is today is I would like you to tell me about capacity in your own words. Okay? Tell me what you understand about capacity, and then tell me any wonderings you have and any observations you might have. Tell me anything you might have noticed that perhaps I missed. Okay? So please feel free to share that with me, and then also take a look at the other video in your folder today. Okay? Have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.